Hi everyone, it's Ethan from Ford Farming. Um, haven't done an episode in a while, so I was just gonna give you guys a quick update and do a couple things around home here. Um, I have a little bit of news for you first. So the first thing is I bought a new tractor. I still have the Jubilee, but I bought this one as a backup and to use for some more wear and tear work so I don't put a lot of hours on the Jubilee because it's too nice. I don't want to use it for a lot of heavy jobs. But I'll go ahead and show you it here. I was working on it today, doing a couple things to it. Here it is. It's a Ford 8N. It's a 1952. And the reason you can tell it's a 1952 is it has a side distributor. The other ones, they had a distributor tucked way up under here, and they were a pain to work on. And so, the guy who had my Jubilee, he called me up one day and said, "Hey, I have a tractor that I bought for the tires. There was brand new 12-4 tires on the back, so um, so he took the tires and he took them off and sold them. And he said, I have enough tractors already. He has like 20 of them. He said, I don't need this one. He said, if you want it, I'll sell it to you for $200. Well, I said, all right, I'll talk it over and I'll let you know. So called him back and said, we'll take it. So the one thing we went over there and did is right in here, there was a lot of play right in there, and there was space, and they had the tires turned way out. They were like out to here, and that must have put a lot of stress on the top part of the axle bearings, so it started wearing out in here, and it created like an oval shape. I'll put some pictures up on the end of the video of what it looked like, but we ended up splitting it right here and putting a whole new 8N's rear end in it. It was kind of a pain. It took us like 6 hours to do, but we got it and everything works fine. The only thing is it's not the correct 3-point arms. They're blue, and as you can see at this point, Ford was not blue, but they're pretty heavy duty and I like them. So brought it home, did some work on it, and used it for probably 3 days, and then it started getting this issue where about every 10 starts or 5 starts, something like that, the starter would stick on. I said, what in the world? I said, it must be the solenoid. So the guy who sold me the tractor gave right here to put on it. So I put it on, and it doesn't work. I said, what the heck? So I looked at the box and it said 6 volt. And I'm like, oh, come on. Because this tractor was converted to 12 volt, so I have to give that back to him. Whatever, and here's the original one. But hoping I can find a replacement for it. They just sit right on top of the starter there, and they screw into that one hole there. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more to it. Change the fuel or the oil filter, and change the oil. And today I was working on. I cleaned out the sediment bowl. It's nice and shiny now. And it had a leak. At the bottom of it was just slopping wet with gas. So I made a gasket and slapped that on there, and then I took the fuel line off and cleaned it out, wire brushed all the fittings, and gave it some black paint just so you can see it better on the other side. Just to make it look a little better. But and then the other thing I'm doing is the front or the right wheel hub was loose on the shaft that sticks out here that your tire bolts onto. You could just move it back and forth, and when you were going fast enough, your tires would wobble from side to side because of that. So I started taking this apart, and this bolt right here, that bolt, in that bolt, I could knock it out. I sat with an impact and just pounded on them and pounded on them, and they wouldn't budge. I sprayed them and oiled them and everything. I couldn't budge. So I finally got a breaker bar and tried to do it manually and snap the breaker bar right in half. So I'm probably going to have to somehow get the torches over here from the farm if I'm able to, and torch that, because I really don't know what to do. But here's the pieces. There's the roller bearing from it, and the nut, the washers, and a wedge that was up. It's on the shaft, I guess. But there's the shaft. So that's what I've been up to with this. Just thought I'd show you guys, and if you have any comments about the tractor, leave them in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them for you. But I think this is going to be a nice little tractor.